Hi friends, and welcome back to playing tribute to Ace Attorney's Spirit of Justice, where we have reached the end. We are on the last case of the game, which means the last case of the series, at least what I'm uploading. If you want to see more, or play even these games, I've been hinting towards that they've been recently released, or they're going to be released on the Switch, in Apollo's trilogy, and the Phoenix Wright trilogy, the original Ace Attorney trilogy is already there. So there's that, and then of course there's the Ace Attorney Chronicles, which is the prequel series, and there's also a spin-off with Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright, which is court case kind of things of the Ace Attorney, and then the puzzles of Layton, if you know about the Layton games. But anyway, that has nothing to do with what we're doing right now, because we are finishing out this game, and there is revolution, there's stirring happening in the kingdom of Khura'in. Rebels, revolution, crazy stuff happening with the leadership, and we're gonna see how everything comes together, and how Apollo and Athena can be a part of things as well, because of course you can't have the last case without everybody involved. So let's, without any further ado, jump right in.
It's time for a revolution!
That's far enough.
Huh? Who's there?
It is I, the Plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm.
Good people of Khura'in, we can't allow things to go on like this. The Defense Culpability Act has done nothing but produce countless victims of wrongful convictions. The time to act is now, for we, the Defiant Dragons, have obtained the ultimate weapon, the Founder's Orb. And to the Khura'inian regime, make no mistake about it, I will personally dethrone you. A dragon never yields, nor will he rest until his revolution is complete.
Well, when we saw him before in the last case, he didn't look as scary as he did in that. Well, looks like we're back home for now. And this concludes our report on the recent television hijacking incident in Khura'in. Ah, that's why, because we just saw the television hijack. I love how the villain of the TV show looked like him too. It had the whole, like, I don't know, his color scheme was the same, and his hair. But really, who could have anticipated such a surprising turn of events? Did you hear that, Polly? Someone hijacked the airwaves over there. It's like something out of a movie. Apollo? Yeah. Dirk, what are you up to this time? Wait a second. Do you know the TV hijacker or something, Apollo? You could say that, but it was a long time ago. And why do you know someone like that? I mean, they're calling him an insurgent. Yeah, about that. Who is speaking? Who is speaking? Hey now, is that any way to talk about the man who raised you? Huh? Is it Dirk? Is Dirk speaking? Dirk is speaking! Well, hi! How did he sound in this? He sounded like this, right? Hey there, Apollo. Long time no see. How have you been, son? It's the guy that was on TV! Guilty as charged. Surprised to see me, Apollo. I just beamed in from Khura'in, and boy, are my arms tired. This can't be happening. I must be dreaming. Or hallucinating. Or both. No, you're not Apollo. It's that TV hijacker / insurgent in the flesh. I'm so confused. Mr. Hijacker, sir, I have so many questions I don't even know where to begin. But let's start with that bit about the man who raised you. Oh wait, don't tell me you haven't told anyone about me, son. Look at that facial expression makes him look like a little bit of a doofus there. What's with the sideways, like, smirk, frown thing going on there? It's okay to brag about it. Tell everyone your old man's me, the Rebel Dirk. I mean, my face is all over TV these days. I'm practically a celebrity. Trucy, what do you say we close up early today? What? Why? Oh, come on, son. No need for the cold shoulder. I know I'm going to regret this, but... What do you want, Dirk? You just show up here without warning after all this time? What gives? I came all the way to see you, son. Come, rejoice. Right. Why don't you tell me the real reason you're here? Well, okay. So maybe there's a little something I need your help with too, but... The fact is I came here to see you. And that's the honest truth. Yes, I think we've established that. It figures. I haven't seen him in 10+ years, and he's already asking for a favor. He really is a rebel in the purest sense. He just does whatever he pleases. Come on, Polly. I need details. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, hold your horses. First, I've got a few questions of my own. I like his background music, though. It sounds all epic and stuff. Pleased to meet you, little lady. My name is Dirk Sadmati. I'm a rebel by trade. A rebel? But on TV they were calling you an insurgent. So which is it? Personally, I vote for rebel with a cause. A real headache for anyone in your way. Trucy. Ha 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 ha. You got me there. I'm the head of a resistance group. The Defiant Dragons. They're like the good, the bad, and the ugly, but without the good part. In Khura'in, I'm like the boogeyman. Tall tale parents used to spook their kids straight. That's too bad. You seem like you'd be a fun, cool guy to hang out with. This little lady's a real catch, son. I'm talking bride material, if you get my drift. Oh, come on, man! It's worse because we know what the... never mind. Not even gonna go there. Wait, what? Oh, stop it! You're embarrassing me, Dad. Ha 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 ha. She's a plucky one, all right. Someone pluck me out of my misery. I don't think Phoenix told him yet either, so that makes it worse. Now, about that man who raised you business... What did Mr. Dirk mean when he said that he's the man who raised you, Apollo? Truth is, I grew up in the kingdom of Khura'in. Did I, never mention that? Oh, so you grew up in... Khura'in? Wait, are you saying... You're not from around here, Polly? No, it's just I was raised in Khura'in when I was really little. Still, that's a shocker. It's like I hardly know anything about you. How come you never told me? Apollo, you really haven't said a word about your past, have you? Oh, sorry, that inflection was completely off. Apollo, you really haven't said a word about your past, have you? What? That I was raised by a wanted criminal? It's like a bad joke. It does sound rather melodramatic. I doubt anyone would have even believed you. So, you two haven't seen each other in a while, huh? You could say that. I'd wager it's been at least 10 years. Wow, that's a really long time. Yeah, well, I figured he'd forgotten about me. Not a chance. It's just, well, starting a revolution takes time, and keeping it going even more so. And being a wanted man, I couldn't just hop on a plane and come say hello. So how did you get here? I get it, it's fine. Though truth be told, it's weird having Dirk suddenly show up acting all paternal. I'd even almost forgotten about Khura'in. No, that's not true. I probably tried to forget about it on purpose. Now then, Mr. Dirk, what is it we can help you with? I need to get my hands on the Founder's Orb, most sacred treasure of Khura'in. That's where you come in. Wait, didn't you say you already had it? The Founder's Orb? Wait, but didn't you say you already have it in that broadcast of yours? Thank you, Juicy. Don't go believing everything you see on TV, little lady. No one's seen hide nor hair of the Founder's Orb for some time. No way! So that was just a bluff. True to form for the lawyers, right? What are you going to do if you don't find it? I don't know. I guess that means we have to find it, son. Because I can't really back down now, can I? Different year, same old Dirk. It's all coming back to me now. Hold on, I think I read something about this in the newspaper a while back. Something about you guys stealing a sacred treasure from a temple's treasure room. That's a load of crock. We didn't lay a finger on the orb. Really? Yes, baseless allegations, all of it. Our enemy has really found a way to keep us on our toes. So wait, you didn't do that, but you want to have the Founder's Orb to show that you, as if you did? I don't understand their strategy here. Ooh, so it's like a setup. That's the long and short of it. However, my compatriot has been hot on the orb's trail. And just the other day, his hard work finally paid off. We now know the Founder's Orb is in Khura'in Village. Khura'in Village. Yes, I hear there are spirit mediums there. They even have direct relations with Khura'in. Spirit mediums, right. Some doctor of archaeology there supposedly has the orb. His name is Archie Buff. Why do I have a bad feeling that this picture is the picture of a man that we will not see a sprite for? I am foreseeing I'm getting victim vibes from this guy. Anyway, my divine dragon compatriot has already made contact with him. Apparently someone asked the doctor to study the orb. So whoever asked him to do that is the real thief. Most likely. And you think this guy would just hand the orb over to you? My compatriot, Dat, says Dr. Buff has already promised to do so. Seems he knew it had been stolen and wanted to do the right thing. Dats, I remember running around with him when I was a kid. So he's here too, huh? Apollo, I want you to be present as my lawyer when I take possession of the orb. Would you do that for me? I love how the options are fine. Like, reluctant, fine. And nope. I'm sorry. What exactly is your goal here? I'm not entirely certain. I feel like I should say nope for Apollo's sake. Hold on, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna see what happens if I say nope. It probably is the illusion of choice. It'll probably be like, oh, come on, man, you're joking me. I'm gonna be your client anyway. I haven't seen you in years, and you waltz in here asking for a favor? You have a lot of nerve, you know. Of course we'll help, right, Apollo? Yep. I feel like I would have been the same dialogue either way. Wait, Trucy. Oh, come on! It's not like you have any work anyway. Besides, we're talking about rebels and legendary treasure here. It'll be fun. Oh, why is she always into the things I'm not? Fine, but I'll charge my standard fee. Now tell me about the Founder's Orb. It got so quiet. It's so quiet now. If I remember correctly, the Founder is always depicted as a faceless spirit medium. What do you mean, faceless? Images of the Founder, the Holy Mother of Khura'in, never show her face. To depict it is to commit the greatest taboo into Khura'inism. The greatest taboo, huh? I wonder why. I mean, what could she have looked like to make them hide her face like that? As for the Founder's Orb, it was discovered during the excavation 8 years ago, and has an interesting legend that goes along with it. It's said that there's a riddle to the orb, and that any who can solve it will receive immense spiritual power from the Founder herself. Sounds like one big fairy tale to me. In any case, it's just what us Defying Dragons need to get our revolution started. With it, we can gain the spiritual power, and thus the legal authority to rule Khura'in. Wait, suppose I believe this legend. Then anyone could become king or queen? And that's why you think it'll help you overthrow the Khura'in regime? Only the rulers of Khura'in have ever laid eyes on the orb, Apollo. Legendary treasure that bestows immense spiritual power. Doesn't that sound like something you'd want to see with your own 2 eyes? It does sound just a tiny bit intriguing. Okay. That should just about cover everything. Any other questions? Not right now. Ah, I almost forgot. I brought you a present. Eat up, son. Sushi? I figured you probably couldn't afford 3 square meals a day, so... Yay! I was just thinking it was time for lunch. You dig in too, little lady. After all, practically family, right? Yes, but not for the reason that you're trying to imply. Thanks, Dad! Ooh, that tuna looks good. Salmon sushi's got my name on it. Aren't you hungry, son? This is some of the best sushi you'll ever have. I'm good. Oh, well, okay then. Actually, I have one more present for you. Here. What's this? Picture of your father. It's been 23 years since he passed away. It's where Apollo gets his cords of steel. Huh? This is my father? His name was Jove Justice. Jove. I haven't talked to you about your real father in some time, but as you know, he was a musician. Wandering minstrel, if you will, and talented one at that. Why are you giving this to me now? I thought it was sad you didn't know what your old man looked like. Searched high and low to find that one picture. What's wrong, Apollo? Don't you want it? I don't know. I mean, it's not like I ever met the guy. Well, I went through all the trouble finding it, so go on, take it. And don't ever let it go. You hear? Well, now that our bellies are full, what do you say we hit the road? 1 second. Hey, Trucy, any idea where Athena is? She left early this morning to pick up Daddy from the airport. Oh, he's coming back. Wait, then are we not going to have trial in Khura'in? Huh. Interesting. Oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Wright is coming back today. Yeah, but I wonder why he cut his trip short like that. Anyway, shouldn't they have been back by now? Knowing Athena, she probably got lost. Well, there's no point sitting around here waiting. Let's get going. I can't wait to see that super mysterious treasure. To Khura'in Village, then. The Founder's Orb awaits. Okay. I wonder if we'll run into Pearls. Or really anyone else. Good old Khura'in Village. So this is Khura'in, the mystical village of spirit channeling. Ooh. Nice updated music. And where ancient traditions come alive. Looks like a really peaceful place. Ah, I love the air here. Nothing beats the mountains, huh, Apollo? Come to think of it. We used to live way up in the mountains too, just like this. She brings back memories. Those were the days. The three of us living happily in the peace. In peace. I don't know why I said the. I still can't wrap my mind around it all, you know? Now, Mr. Dirk is not only Polly's daddy, but Prosecutor Sudmani's as well. And the way you two talked about it like it was nothing, the whole bus ride here? I guess it is a lot to take in. So tell me, Mr. Dirk, what was Apollo like as a kid? Oh, he was full of... Oh, gosh. A real rascal. He and Nayuda used to run around in open fields, naked as jeepers. Good gracious, Dirk, what? We got pictures of him posing in his birthday suit. Oh, gosh. Whoa, 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 Dirk. No way! Prosecutor Sudmani used to be like that, too? No, two of them would end up with leeches in their butts and cry like babies. Ha 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 ha. Dirk! Don't you think you've said enough? Ah, you're no fun. Yeah, I wanted to hear more about the misadventures of Polly. Don't know who's talking. I don't think it's Pearls, though. I don't think she would say that. She wouldn't speak like that. Hey, what are you people doing here? Oh, Emma? Oh, no. It's already happened. The murder. There's a police investigator here, forensic investigator here. Emma? You know this lady, son? Yeah, this is Emma Skye. She's a detective. Technically speaking, I'm a forensic expert, but I'll let it slide. Anyway, I can't say I'm surprised to see you here. You always seem to pop up whenever there's trouble afoot. Still, what are the odds of running into you here in the boonies? By trouble, you mean you're investigating a case? Does it look like I'm here to sightsee? Wait, don't tell me. You're not here to see Dr. Buff, are you? How'd you know that? We're actually on our way to meet with him right now. Figures. Well, follow me. I'll show you the way. Really? Yep, the way to his corpse. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, son. Just follow the nice lady. Let's see what this looks like. So this is Dr. Buff's study. Wow, look at all those books. I was looking at the books on top of the chalk outline, actually. The shelves go from floor to ceiling. It's like a library in here. Yes, and lots of artifacts, too. True archaeologist's paradise. Look, son, there are so many relics, they're spilling onto the floor. What a delightfully amusing room. All I see is a mess. What's with that white outline? Emma, where's the doctor? Well, the thing is, he died last night. Wait, what? It seems an avalanche of books knocked him off his bookshelf ladder. We're labeling it an accidental death. What? Please tell me you're joking. As if I come all the way out here for a few laughs, Apollo. Yeah, I guess not. A scholar killed by his own books. Oh, man. Oh, sorry, that's Apollo. Oh, man, what do we do now? I mean, how can he transfer ownership of the orb to you if he's dead? Yes, that is a problem. Emma, can you please tell us exactly what happened? So the doctor died in an accident. I received a call this morning saying Dr. Buff had been found dead under a pile of books. This morning? Talk about bad timing. You mentioned that he had fallen off a ladder. Right. We believe he fell from the top of that big ladder there. That's a long way down. Apparently, he triggered an avalanche of books while fumbling to reach one, and that sent him headlong into a fatal fall on the hard floor. How sad. Killed by his own books. But at least he was doing something he loved. That's one way to look at it. Silver lining Trucy? For a scholar, I suppose it's kind of like a soldier being killed in the line of duty. could say he died an honorable death. Emma, who was the first one to discover the body? About that, whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous. What? It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police. Because they're sketchy. I can relate to that. Yeah, because they're sketchy. Yeah, being a wanted man and all. What now, Dirk? A dead man can't exactly hand over the orb. We'll just have to find it. Must be around here somewhere. Unless he was killed. Because of the orb. And just to fill you in, Emma, we're actually here to get something. Pops here had an agreement with the doctor. The doctor was supposed to hand over a sacred relic known as the Founder's Orb. Pops. Oh, I see. That could be a problem, considering he's dead. Do you have a plan B? I have an agreement in writing. My compatriot Dats should have it. Well, there shouldn't be any problems then. So, what is this gentleman you're escorting? Or so, who is this gentleman you're escorting? Oh, right, I haven't introduced you yet. This is Dirk. He's from the kingdom of Khura'in. All the way from Khura'in, huh? So, what do you do there? Do you not recognize his name? I guess she's so busy in her investigations. I used to practice law, but I'm taking a break from all that. I'm focused now on making Khura'in a better place, though. Volunteer work. It's one way to put it. Volunteer work, huh? How interesting. Well, it's not technically a lie. So how do you two know each other? Oh, he's sort of my foster father. Come again? Yeah, and he's Prosecutor Sadmati's real father, too. What? You mean you... I'm Prosecutor Sadmati... I'm so sorry. It seems you've had quite a life. Guess she put a few things together. Actually, Dirk, you look kind of familiar. There it is. Have we met before? Not that I recall. Great. She must have seen the news report on TV. It'll really complicate things if she figures out he's a wanted man. How did he get here? There are lots of guys who look like him. Sure you're not mistaking him for someone else? Are there really? I mean, a middle-aged man with long hair and a high patch. You don't see that every day. Well, I'm sure you're just imagining things. So what does that sacred relic you're searching for look like? I mean, there's lots of stuff in here that's old and relic-y. Indeed, unfortunately, I have no idea what it actually looks like. So then how are we supposed to find it? That, I do not know either. We'll just have to go through each candidate one by one. Great plan of attack there, Dirk. Well, Emma, do you mind if we give this room a once-over? I guess not. But in exchange, you're going to help me with my investigation. Sure, it can't hurt. It's forensics time. Ooh, I can't wait to get started. It'll be like hunting for buried treasure. Let's, this book has been curious. So this is where Dr. Buff died. See, is that like blood there on the book? Poor man, he fell right on his head and probably died almost instantly. I see some blood on the book there, but what's that dark stain? It appears to be coffee. It's still damp, so it must have gotten on there recently. Perhaps even last night. It's a mighty big window he's next to, big enough for someone to see inside. Exactly, that's how the local resident who reported his death found him to begin with. Oh, so you're claiming they never went in. The doctor's body was visible from outside the window. And a passerby called in earlier this morning to report what they'd found. Okay, that's going to be important. What they can see through the window is going to be important. So you mean this case is still only a few hours old? That explains why your investigation's just beginning underway. Oh, there's a second floor. Fancy. I guess it's on this side that it's... I like this thing. There's some sort of machinery inside this clay figure. Whoa, it's moving! Exterminate. Exterminate. Destroy all targets. Do I even want to know what this thing is for? I like this airplane, too. This airplane is fun. Is this a bird? I think it's an airplane, dude. I see wheels. Looks like an airplane to me. No, there couldn't have been any planes back when this was made. Yes, but it has wings and both horizontal and vertical stabilizers. That makes it an airplane. No, it's definitely a bird. Open your eyes, son. As a lawyer, your job is to see the true nature of things. I still say it's a bird. He's just being stubborn. It's a two-tone raincoat. It's still a bit damp. I think someone might have worn it recently. Man, things just do not dry in this room. There's a pair of glasses on this little pyramid here. They belong to the doctor. Scientifically speaking, they appear to be your ordinary run-of-the-mill glasses. I guess they don't pique her interest, scientifically speaking. The doctor fell from the top of that ladder. It's so high up. From that height, a fall into a hard surface would probably kill anyone. I don't know why anyone would want to climb that high in the first place. Guess you could say he climbed it all the way up to heaven. What a huge window. I bet you could see the entire study from the outside. How could he concentrate in here? It feels so exposed. Well, he's not a wanted man. He does have a bookshelf positioned for some privacy around his desk. Yeah, I see that. Because we have the... That's a good point. It's going to be important later, I'm sure. I know how these games work. What's this? Oh my goodness! It's the show. The sword! It's the show sword. Look, it's one of the doctor's notebooks. Maybe there's something about the orb in there. It's a photo of the treasure box. The one from Temple's treasure room. Oh, I completely forgot that the orb was in that treasure box. When Dragon and Tiger battle, the founder offers to find protection. The butterfly embraces the Matema. Yeah, that was how we opened it the first time. These must be his research notes on the founder's orb. What's that on the right page? It looks like a poem or something. Descending upon us in all her glory, the founder bestows her greatest treasure known. Let's see. Oh, it's a song that's performed during the Dance of Devotion. It's been sung during Khura'in's rites of offerings since ancient times. Oh, I think I've heard of that. There's also a legend associated with the song. Some say the solution to the orb's riddle is contained therein. It's in a song everyone in Khura'in knows? Not much of a way to keep a secret. It's called hiding secrets in plain sight, Polly. Us magicians know all about that. Huh. That's strange. What is? Dr. Buff's notes contain the second half of the song. Only the first half is sung during the Dance of Devotion. Most people haven't even heard the second half. I didn't think that seemed familiar. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Only then shall the Holy Mother return, descending upon us in all her glory. The founder bestows the greatest treasure known. The second half, as in the part that begins, offer thy prayers? I'm impressed. That's some thorough research he was conducting. There's the Amy jar, too. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Yes. Yeah. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return, descending upon us in all her glory. The founder bestows the greatest power known. The greatest power known. That's the orb. He's just talking about the orb. The power of the orb. It's one big suitcase. It's locked. Is it the doctor's? Is it the doctor's? No, someone left it here last night. So the doctor might have had a visitor. But how can you tell? That sticker there, you only see those on airport luggage. Which means its owner is likely from overseas. Is there any way to figure out who it belongs to? Not unless we can open it and see what's inside. Guess not. What? That's because you're not me. Oh. Emma Sky, forensic expert extraordinaire. Try as you might, you won't find the word impossible in my forensics handbook. Is she okay, son? It's like she became an entirely different person. Yeah, forensic science does that to her. Oh, that's just what happens when her forensic switch gets flipped. We're used to it by now. She gets super happy and excited. With this, identifying the suitcase's owner will be as easy as pie. Is that fingerprint powder? That's right, and there's no better time than the present to use it. Here we go. I guess we're using fingerprint powder. You remember how to do this, right? I apply the powder to where I think some prints might be. And blow the excess off. Well, have at it. Now where would I expect to find prints on a suitcase? The handle. Silly me thinking that it would be on the handle. How about this, like when they close it? Okay, cool. How about this handle? Oh, I think I am successful. Can I turn it around a little bit? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Well, okay. Whoa. Whoa. I'm very insistent upon this. Oh, how about this? The lock. That'll have fingerprints, right? That makes sense. Really? What do you do? What do you want with me, game? Come on, man. You're killing me. What the heck? Okay, alright. Okay. Okay. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. The whole, like, spinning it around thing is not... Okay, alright, okay, I see some... Yes. Yes. Those are definitely fingers. Okay. I can analyze them now, right? Well, I guess I could have analyzed them the whole time. There's a confirm button. I totally know what I'm doing, guys. Don't you worry one bit. I wish I could zoom in. Ah. Yes, I know. I understand. Yes. Open and close. Yes. And I tried to look for the prints of those times, but there wasn't anything showing up. No. I put it here. Whoops, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh wait, I can see there's a thumbprint there. Wonderful. What in the world? am I? I've got a pretty clear print here. Okay, now let me know what you think it could belong to. Who could it belong to? Would have to be someone who paid Dr. Buff a visit. I don't have very many people in my court record right now. Just gonna kind of look through. Oh, hey, it's Stats. It's Stats's. Stats, what have you been up to? You didn't kill him, did you? He might be the anonymous, witness, though. Because he's also a wanted man. An escaped criminal, no less. We have a match. That's. Come to think of it, he did stop by to see the doctor, didn't he? To conclude the orb transfer agreement. So he's the one who forgot his suitcase here. Where do you suppose he is now? Haven't heard from him in a while. And he's not answering his phone. Wait, you don't think he left his phone inside his suitcase, do you? Try calling it, let's see. I'm gonna put it past that knucklehead. Actually, I think we may have run into him earlier. Really. A suspicious man had been reported in the area. But when one of my officers approached to question him, he took off like a shot. Yeah, that sounds like him. What? Sorry about that. Khura'inese people aren't all like him. I swear. Yeah, as if you wouldn't have done the same thing, other wanted man. Well, he's probably still in the village somewhere. Maybe he knows something about the orb. Oh, that's Apollo. Maybe he knows something about the orb. Does that mean that we are moving? I guess that means we are moving. To the village! We are not moving. Back to the doctor's study. Let's keep investigating, shall we? Right, because I interrupted my investigations to find the fingerprint thing. I wanted to investigate this, and the statue, and the stairs. Amy, Why is someone name written in on here? Maybe it's so if it ever got lost, someone could return it to its owner. You know, like how school kids put their names on things. Yeah, but this is just an urn, and the name's written so big. Well, I wrote my name on my magic panties. It says, right, in super big letters. The less said about this, the better. I like the little dinosaur back here, too. I'm amused at him. I want to talk about him. Coffee maker and a bunch of coffee cups. Or that. Okay, sure, we can talk about that, too. He must have taken his coffee breaks here. Oh, there's a filter with old coffee grounds in here. I guess I'd better clean this up. No, don't change the crime scene. What are you doing there, son? What am I doing cleaning this office? Don't tell me they have you on coffee duty back to your office. No! It's just, if I don't keep the place clean, no one will. I bet Charlie is, not watered. The plant. Did I ever I don't think I ever examined it in the original trilogy game, but if you examine the plant in the office, Maya talks about it, I think, and it's Charlie. His name is the plant's name is Charlie. It's a golden statue. It's pretty old too. I imagine it has a great archaeological value. Maybe too great for a private researcher of Dr. Buff's caliber. I wonder how he got his hands on something like this. Oh my goodness, was he a thief? A thief who had a change of heart and wanted to do the right thing? It's a spiral staircase. Goes up to the upper floor. Connected to a hallway up there. Why'd they have to place the second floor so high up? Yeah, he's not going up there. Wait, you're not afraid of heights, are you? Oh, well... Oh, Polly's hilarious around high places. He gets all wobbly, like a baby deer taking its first steps. And his face turns as green as a watermelon. It's not nice to make fun of people's phobias, you know. Come to think of it, the visitor's entrance is on the second floor. What an odd layout for a house. Indeed. Ah. I guess I'm done. Seems the orb isn't here. That means Dats might be our only lead at this point. Detective Sky said he might still be here in the village. We should try to find him. Let's do it. Now I can move to the village. It's green. Is it a machine? Good day to you, citizens of Khura'in Village. My name is Apollo and Athena, and I want your vote. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's really loud. Look, something's coming this way. Apollo and Athena, savior of Khura'in, has come to... Ah, it's you people. Apollo, what is that strange conveyance coming... Why? What? What is that strange conveyance coming this way? What is happening? It's one of those, what do you call them? Palanquins? Palanquins? I have no idea. What? So, I don't even know what to say for this guy. What? Who is this? This is not what I expected. So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. Nope, that's not a politician's voice. So you finally left Dr. Buff's house. He does not look like he has that voice. Oh well. What were you doing there? What a bunch of shady-looking characters. And you aren't? So I take it you knew the doctor? Heh, what a foolish question. I've memorized the names and faces of the entire electorate here in Khura'in. After all, I am the man who's destined to be king of this fine nation someday. It's a village. Who are you? And what do you mean king? Ignorant fools, I am the politician. I am a soon-to-be eminent politician, a man whose name will go down in history. You should be ashamed that you've never heard of me before. Is he really that famous of a politician, Apollo? Not that I know of. I'm running for a seat in the local council right now. I love how he's bobbing his head like he's listening to music. I guess even Jerk Q Public has to start somewhere. But my election is a sure thing, I'm told. After all, my grandfather was a famous politician with untold influence. In short, I'm the chosen one. The golden boy, the powerhouse of politics, and a rider of his grandfather's coattails. Are you blinded by my majesty? Go ahead! Bask in the resplendent glory that is me, the chosen one. Sure. Ah! A pleasant day to you, good people of Khura'in. I am politician. It's time to reclaim the glory of Khura'in together. A convenience store on every corner, a karaoke bar in every home. A vote for politician is a vote for a happier, hopier Khura'in village. Turn off that infernal racket, you fool. You're a stain to your grandfather's good name. Thank you, good sir. Your support is appreciated as always. Yeah, something tells me he's not popular here. I guess he's one of those people who only hears what they want to hear. In other words, he's a model politician. Oh, please tell me I'm not going to have to talk to this guy on the stand. Now, where was I? Oh, right. You were in the doctor's house. Just what in the world were you doing in there, Is any of your business? No. Is this what you ride around in when you're campaigning? That's right. It's perfect for the narrow roads and steep hills there in this village. It has top speed of 5 miles per hour, but it suffers from serious reliability issues. Namely, these imbeciles tire out too quickly. You try harder next time, sir. Poor guys. They're exhausted and covered in sweat. The Athena family has been in politics for generations, even back in the old country. Really. My grandfather, Abe Athena, was a prominent member of Congress. And he was born right here in Khura'in. There isn't a person here who hasn't heard of him. All I asked about was his palanquin. Palanquin. I'm definitely not saying that right. You must have heard of the Atishans. I'm even reviving our old country campaigning style. Oh, politics aren't really my thing. Trissy? I don't recall ever reading about them at school. Young people today. You people really need to pay more attention to politics. Whatever you say, dude. Whatever you say. So, what business do you people have here in Dr. Buff's house? He was going to transfer ownership of the Founder's Orb to us. It's a sacred relic from the Kingdom of Khura'in. Founder's Orb! So you tried to get your hands on it, did you? Wait, what do you know about the orb? I know that's mine. That's what. How do you figure that? Because I know it's not the Founder's Orb. Its real name is the Crystal of Amy Faye. The Crystal of Amy Faye? That's right, it's been passed down for generations in the Atishan family. Why would it have been passed down in the Atishan family? And not the Faye family? Till it was stolen, that is. But just when I had zeroed in on the culprit, the doctor hid it away and then kicked the bucket. So you're saying Dr. Buff stole your family heirloom? That's not what Dirk said. Strange. But I've been told the doctor himself said that. He had the Founder's Orb. It's all that weird foreigner's doing. He filled the doctor's head with nonsense. Nonsense like the Crystal of Amy Faye being the Founder's Orb. Weird foreigner? You mean... Is this the foreigner you're talking about? Is it Dats?
Take that!
Yes, that's him! I thought so. Now we really have to find Dats. You know where this man is now. I imagine he's at the detention center by now. What? I called the authorities after I found him hiding in my dog's doghouse. What? That buffoon. Isn't he your right-hand man, Dirk? Oh gosh, you need better people. Well, at least we know where he is now. Let's head over to the detention center and see what he knows about the Founder's Orb. So, you really are after my crystal. No, we're looking for the Founder's Orb, and we have an agreement to prove it. Well, just so you know, you're not going to lay a finger on it, it's mine. And I intend to give it to my benefactor. Your benefactor. Who's your benefactor? And please tell me it's not the creep leading Khura'in. My benefactor is ready to support my rise to the pinnacle of the political world. They have immense influence here, you see, and I intend to harness that influence. So you're just going to give your family heirloom away to this person? That's right. It's purely a political decision. And in exchange, your patron will get the people of Khura'in to vote for you? Eminent politicians are skilled at leveraging all of their connections. Isn't it illegal to buy votes? Well, good luck with that, I guess. You just wait. Politician will reign supreme someday. Let's go, guys. Oh, gosh. Hey there, Dats. Nice to see ya. I was about to say it's actually Apollo's first time seeing you, but apparently he ran around with you as a kid, so, you know, whatever. I'm gonna have to defend him, aren't I? Hey. Yipes! What was his voice again? Oh yeah, super random. Did he just fall over? What's he doing under the desk? Foul cogs of corrupt regime, I've nothing to say to you! That's me, Dirk. Oh! Dirk! You're a sight for sore eyes! I knew you'd come save me! Well, this is another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. My bad, my bad. At least the grub here is pretty good compared to that prison back home. You get 3 squares plus a place to sleep. Why don't you join me, Dirk? No thanks. They'll just send me back to Khura'in, where I face immediate execution. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be such a good idea. Looks like he's still the same, too. Long time no see, Dats. Huh? Hey, you look kind of familiar. Apollo? Is it really you, my boy? A to the J, all grown up and whatnot. How you been? Fine. And you, Dats? You look good, besides the incarceration and all. Those horns, AJ! Horns? They've grown up with you, just like a stag's antlers. Can't take it. You really haven't changed a bit. I love how he calls him AJ. Anyway, there's something we needed to talk to you about. Sure, pull up a chair. I've got all the time in the world. The Slammer's like my second home. It's really not so bad once you get used to it. It's rather laid back for someone in police custody. Dats, was what the doctor had really the Founder's Orb? Absolutely positively. The doc was sure of it. Really? Because someone from the village is calling it the Crystal of Amy Faye. He also claims you were filling the doctor's head with lies. That ain't true. The doc said he was sure it was the real deal. All his fancy research confirmed it was the Founder's Orb. So then that politician character was lying. Imagine that, a politician who lies. I bet he wants the orb all to himself. I wonder who's telling the truth. The rebel or the politician? Well, take a look at this. Proves the doc believed he had the Founder's Orb. Let me see that. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Dr. Archie Buff. Orb transfer agreement. See? I got it all down in writing. But Dax, why does it say, if I will come to no harm in the end there? Sounds like he was scared of you. Dax, did you threaten the doctor in any way? No! You got it all wrong. It was the doc's friend. He told the old man us rebels were dangerous. It's his fault the doc thought I might hurt him. Sounds like the work of that politician. He's really made a mess of things. Speaking of the mess of things, what have you done now, Dats? Nothing! I'm innocent, I tell you. It all started when this dog-faced cop tried to question me. He looked so funny, I started laughing at him. That's when they came after me. But it was hilarious, I tell you. I mean, a human police dog? How funny is that? Right, so what happened after that? They caught me hiding in a doghouse. They caught me hiding in a doghouse. Dang Pooch ratted me out. I guess that's what I get for laughing at one of his doggy comrades. Sounds like the dogs get the last laugh. Dats, weren't you cleared of those jailbreak charges? And you captured by Lady Kira, deemed unlawful? Yeah, but the cops here don't seem to like me anyway. What are the charges this time? Unauthorized entry or something like that? They think I'm an illegal alien. And I can't prove otherwise because I lost my passport. Of course you did. Is there any way they'd let you go? No, without my passport. If only I had it. Is it in your suitcase? Dirk! AJ! You gotta find my passport! Alright, we'll find it. One more thing to add to our to-do list. Now, where might Dad's passport be? Oh! About the orb's whereabouts. Maybe the doc's kid knows something. His kid? The doctor has a kid? Yeah, a bit of a shut-in, though. Poor thing's own bedroom has become like a self-imposed prison. A shut-in. Sounds like it'll be a challenge just to get a conversation going. Time for your questioning. Follow me. It must be lunchtime. Today's fried chicken, and if I'm not mistaken. You'll get your lunch if you behave yourself. Dirk, AJ, I'll see you guys around. Okay, so all we need to get is his passport. We don't have to defend him or anything. It's fine. Our only lead now is Dr. Buff's kid. But luring a shut-in out is not going to be easy, I know. We also should probably get his passport. Oh, it's you again. Looking for Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright? Was he through here? He was just here a second ago. Okay. All right. The gang's all here. Well, except... Oh, no, because Athena picked him up. So, yeah, the gang's all here. He was? What was Daddy doing here? Good question. Should probably call him. He said he was looking for something. Did he say anything else? Let me think. Something about how his ride never showed up at the airport? Athena. Yes, that was it. I guess Athena really did get lost. But what's Daddy doing all the way out here in the first place? He can't be looking for us since no one told him we'd be here. He can't be looking for us since no one told him we'd be here. Sorry, I'm really killing the inflection here. Well, if you're here to take another look around, be my guest. I have other work to do, so if you'll excuse me. Of course, thanks, Emma. First and foremost, we better find Dad's passport. We should also have a word with Dr. Buff's child. Hey, is it just me, or is there something new in here? Oh, you mean that thing? Yeah, we should take a closer look at it, too. Let's not forget about Dad's passport. It should be around here somewhere. I'm gonna do that first. Also, I think that the thing they're talking about is that... this thing. But I want to worry about this first. Dad's suitcase. Maybe his passport is in there. It's no good. It's locked tight. We should have asked him for the key. Well then. That was successful. What's this? A model helicopter? Don't you know anything, Apollo? It's a drone. They're all the rage right now. I bet it belongs to the doctor's kid. We need to ask them about the orb's whereabouts. Yeah, but luring out a shut-in isn't going to be easy. What are we going to do about Dad's passport? It's probably right there inside his suitcase, but we can't get it open. Why don't I take it over to Dad so he can unlock it? That way you guys can continue looking for the orb. Good thinking, Tracy. Okay, here I go. Huh? What the... This thing weighs a ton! Let me try. Jeez, how can a suitcase be so heavy? Is it filled with bricks or something? Knowing Dad, he probably packed his dumbbells in there. It's certainly much too heavy to lug all the way to the detention center. Here, let me take a crack at that lock. Crack at that lock. Wow. What, are you gonna pick it? There you go. That was fast. A lock like that is child's play to me. Especially after all the wrongly imprisoned compatriots I've busted out over the years. You sure seen a lot of action for an ex-lawyer. And here we go. Dad's passport. What else is in there? What is making it so heavy? I'll take it over to him. Thanks, Trucy. No problem. Now you guys enjoy some quality father-son treasure hunting time, okay? See you later! There she goes. I wish you wouldn't make such a big deal out of our little family situation. Father-son time, huh? Been ages since we had a father-son talk. Huh, son? Yeah, well, over a decade. Oh, well over a decade. So, Apollo, how have you been? Oh, fine. I'm fine, I guess. Is that so? Fine, you say. Well, fine is fine by me. Good to hear. Okay. So what do we talk about now? Get down! Hit the dirt, son! Huh? Ah! What the? Ah! It's shooting bullets? What is it shooting? it just shoot? Tranquilizers? What happened? Speak to me, son. Say something. Oh, that's smarts. You maggots, what do you think you're doing invading buff airspace? It'll be a scorching day in Siberia before you get past me, ya yellow-bellied yahoos. Whoa! It can talk? What kind of drone is this anyway? Ah! Drone nothing, that's Sergeant Buff to you, soldier. You got that, you lowly grunts? Oh, what the who now? Buff. Sounds like the doctor's son is behind the controls. He's controlling this thing? Apollo, let's play along for now. At least until we can get the information we need out of him. Got it. Sergeant Buff? Sergeant Buff, sir! You forgot to say sir. Ain't you never seen a war movie before? Oh, right. Let me try that again. Sergeant Buff, sir? Better. Much better. Now, state your name, unit, and rank, soldier. Oh, I'm Apollo Justice. I serve at the Right Anything Agency. And my rank is, fledgling lawyer? Sir. Affirmative. Private Justice. Private. Listen up, diaper baby. Your commanding officer's orders are absolute. Disobedience means a one-way trip to the firing squad. Do I make myself clear? Oh, sir, yes, sir. Good, good. We might make a man out of you yet, Private. Now for you, Cyclops. Huh? Oh, you want my name, unit, and rank 2? I'm Dirk Sudmati. I command the rebel group of the Defiant Dragons, and my rank is, leader, sir. Excellent! Welcome aboard, Commander Dirk. Wait a second, what's with that ridiculous mop you call a head? Soldiers should be clean cut. Sorry, but this is my signature look. I'm not going to. Whoa! Fine, fine. Now, get a haircut before we ship out. Listen up, you! It's kill or be killed out on that battlefield. No place for leave-in conditioners. All you've got is your life, and you're lucky to have that. He's oddly obsessed with field survival for someone who never goes outdoors. This is going to be harder than I thought. So. Are you controlling that drone from your room, sir? Affirmative! But I can see everything you do from here, so... 10 hot, soldier! Wipe that stupid look off your face. I'm going to whip your sheltered peaceniks into shape. With what, your charming personality? Look, it's got a camera and speakers, too. And that's not all, Commander. Commander? I don't know. You do chores, too? With these arms, I can cook and clean, too. Speaking of which, Private Justice, you're on latrine duty. Snap to it on the double. As if I don't see enough of the toilet back at the office. That thing's pretty handy. Us Defiant Dragons could use one of those. Ha ha ha! Yes, it is a fine piece of hardware, isn't it? I modified it especially for siege defense. Siege defense? You mean how you won't leave your room? I think that was a little touchy. Holding up in a stronghold to defend against an enemy is an age-old military tactic. A timeless strategy still applicable in modern warfare. I hope you're not trying to mock the wisdom of my forefathers. I meant no offense. It was just an observation. So the greenhorn who ain't even discharged a firearm's got something to say, does he? So sorry. I won't have it again, sir. Darn tootin'. Now, state your intentions, soldier. We had an agreement with your father. He had promised to hand over the Founder's Orb to us. What? Papa promised you that? He did, but he died before he could tell us where it's hidden. Now we have no idea where it is. Do you know where it is? Oh. Papa, why? Why'd you have to die? It was an unfortunate accident, and I'm sorry for your loss. If it helps at all, I know how you feel, Sergeant. Ah! What'd I do now? You insignificant maggot! What would an unseasoned rookie like you know about how I feel? First I lost Mama, and now I've lost Papa. You lost your mother too? She's been gone for some time now. I'm all alone now. All alone. Sergeant Buff, will you tell us a little more about what happened to your mother? Mama passed away about 6 months ago. That's recent. We were still living in our apartment in the city. Back then, I had yet to engage in my siege defense strategy. In other words, something caused him to withdraw from the world. Maybe his mother's death. It was arson. It happened so suddenly, and before we knew it, our apartment was a sea of flames. Mama and I were trapped inside. But help never came. So Mama cradled me in her arms. Kicked out a window. And jumped! She did what? She was like a walking, talking medal of valor, my mama was. She delivered me safely to terra firma with a perfectly executed PLF. It's a 5-point landing technique used by paratroopers to land safely on the ground. Sounds like a superhero or something. But from that height, she suffered massive injuries in order to protect me. She died so that I could live. Poor kid. I don't know what to say. And the person who started the fire? He was immediately apprehended. They say he was standing outside laughing while the building burned. At least justice was served. Hope that brought you some solace. I've lost both my parents now. You can't possibly know how I feel. Mama, Papa. Poor kid, it's hard losing both of your parents at such a young age. You must really feel alone now. Apollo, I imagine you know what he's going through. I do? Road to recovery begins by talking to someone who suffered the same hardship. I know you have something that shows you understand. Is that honestly why it's in here? I thought it was going to be important somehow. Oh yeah, no, didn't all of the craziness happen 23 years ago? The Defense Culpability Act and all that stuff? Sergeant, sir, would you please take a look at this? What do we have here? It's a photo of my father. I wasn't even a year old when he died. In a fire. What? Also in a fire? And like your mother, he died in an arsonist's blaze. But in his final moments, he managed to save his infant son. Oh. Private Justice, you've suffered a loss just like mine. I have. And that's why I know how you feel. But you still have your mother, don't you? No, I lost her too. What? She disappeared after the fire. I don't know if she's still alive or dead. Heck, I don't even know what she looks like. Wow. Sergeant Buff, his experience is very much like your own. If anyone can understand the sadness in your heart, it's him. Attention! I salute you, Comrade Justice! You are no longer a private in this buff army. Henceforth, you will be a corporal. Corporal? Congratulations on your promotion, Corporal Justice. I'm just glad that seemed to cheer him up a bit. Oh. Now, comrade, let's toast to your new stripes. And call me Sarge. Don't be shy. We're a band of brothers now. Ha 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 ha! Now's our chance, Corporal. Ask him about the Founder's Orb. Dirk's getting way too much of a kick out of this. Sarge, sir, do you have any idea where the orb might be? It was here in Papa's study until It was here in Papa's study until last night. But he said he was going to go hide it somewhere. He mentioned something about a shady character being after it. Where do you think he could have hidden it? Somewhere in the village, I guess. He said he'd found a suitable hiding place for it. So it was here last night. That is, until he went out to hide it somewhere in the village. The only question is where. Maybe he left some clue here in his study. Let's search the place again. We should also find out more about Dr. Buff. Might steer us toward the hiding place. So, Sarge, what was your father like? Papa was as kind as Mama was courageous. His whole reason for moving to the countryside was for me. What do you mean? I initiated my siege defense strategy after Mama died. Papa was so worried about me, he moved us here to the countryside. He thought the fresh air, blue skies, and natural surroundings might alter my tactics. What a fine father. He even quit his position at the university to move here. He did? He did! He gave up on his beloved research position just for me. A parent must be prepared to sacrifice everything for his child. That's what Papa said. Well, I'm feeling about 2 inches tall right about now. There's no one in the world I respected more than him. But that just makes his passing all the more devastating. Papa, may you continue your beloved research up there with the angels. Okay, so he did a bunch of research a bunch of times. Look at the glasses again. Are these the doctor's? Yes, those are Papa's reading glasses. He said he'd been having trouble reading lately. But those glasses seem to help. Reading glasses, huh? I'll just hold on to these. Dirk, don't tell me you're having trouble reading, too. Perish the thought. I just don't want to leave any stone unturned. Maybe the question is, why was he getting a book if he couldn't read? Sarge, sir, did you ever read these books? Why, of course! Soldiers must have extensive knowledge as well as fighting prowess. I'm learning all I can each and every day in preparation for the big battle. The big battle? You know, for when I go back to school. I'll need to be up to date on every subject. Stuff like, you know, the latest comics and Hollywood gossip. Oh, I see. About reading, writing, and arithmetic. Well, I'm rooting for you, Sarge. Thanks! I'll try my best. I'm trying to... Okay, yeah, that. Sarge, sure, do you... What? What the... Maybe it wasn't the pyramid thing. What's this thing? Looks like a snail shell or something. Oh, it's exterminating again. Destroy all humans. What's this thing's problem? It's an oop art, an out-of-place artifact. Papa won it in an online auction. An online auction? Yeah, he said it was an alien weapon that destroyed an entire ancient civilization. Where do I even start with an explanation like that? There we go. This computer could provide some useful information. Drat. It's password protected. You expected it wouldn't have been? Dirk, you're good at getting into places you're not supposed to. Don't look at me. I don't know the first thing about computers. Ha ha ha! Leave it to me! A modern-day warrior must be well-versed in technology and have mean pride. After all, he who controls information controls the battlefield. And I'm in. Looks like modern-day warriors have mean keyboard skills, too. Oh, that was Apollo. Looks like modern-day warriors have mean keyboard skills, too. Okay, let's see what we can find. Is that a person? Can I see the person's picture? Or is it a bridge leading up to a building? I can't tell. It looks like a person. Like a blonde woman. Oh, what's this? An email message? Now this is interesting. I deciphered the patterns, but have yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key. How's your research? From Paw 711. It's a research report. Whoever asked the doctor to study the orb. Here, I put the data on this. Take it and use it well, soldier. Okay. All good information to have. It shows a gravy stain. There's a brown stain on the scroll. Why does it smell like gravy? Why would there be a gravy stain on it? Who knows? But it looks like it's meant to be there. Maybe the artist was trying to inspire a gravy new trend. Food splatter art. That pun wounded me gravely, Dirk. What a huge wall relief. Seems to depict a spirit channeling. Hey, the spirit medium looks like the Holy Mother of Khura'in. Yeah, her face was left blank, but the rest is clearly detailed and well crafted. Do you know some researchers claim that the Holy Mother had 3 eyes? And that their third eye was able to divine the truth just like the gods above. Said to be on her forehead. Like you said, you shouldn't believe everything you hear. Is your room upstairs, Sarge? Yes, it's the one at the end of the hall. What do you say you come out so we can enjoy a snack together? But... Promise we won't bite. If you insist. Then I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Oh, I was about to say, did he really convince him? No, wait. Dirk, you better apologize quick. I'm sorry for pushing. Very well, as long as you don't do it again. I'll let it slide this one time. So if I examine the stairs again... This urn with Amy painted on it looks really old. But I don't think it's going to provide any info we need. Oh, well. Fine. I think I've run out of... Oh, here we go. There are animal drawings on the floor. They look like those famous geoglyph things. They remind me of the chalk outline detectives draw around bodies. And the doctor's has just joined them. Now that's what I call dedication to one's field. I don't think it was on purpose. That's harsh. Dude, his son is listening to us. Come on, man. It's a little much. It's a shoe cubby. These shoes look like they belong to Sarge and his dad. These boots here are a little damp. And it looks like there's something inside this one. Maybe Dr. Buff wore them last night. They might lead us to where he hid the orb. Let's take a closer look. It's always the last place you look, man. Yes, let's examine this shoe. What's in there? What is in there? Oh, come on, man. Something's giving off a soft glow inside this boot. But it's too dark in there to see what it is. Is that it? Is that all I got? Come on, man. We might get a better look inside if we undid these straps. Yes, that is how a shoe works. Looks like some kind of glowing moss. Could have come from wherever the doctor went last night. Must have gotten in with some of that mud. Might be worth looking into. If it'll help us pinpoint where the doctor hid the orb. Alright, that's, the way that it faded like that is definitely my cue to get walking. Or maybe not. Really? Really? Okay, I'll keep examining. Here I thought I was reading the game right. It's a raincoat. It's a bit wet, and there's fresh mud on it. That must mean someone wore it recently. Indeed. Maybe even as recently as last night. Sarge, did it rain here last night? Negative. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. And how did this raincoat get all muddy and wet? When I saw it last evening, it looked pretty clean and dry to me. That means it got like this later at night. Good eye, son. This may very well turn out to be a vital clue. Okay, let's go over what we've learned so far. There we go. Wherever it was that Dr. Buff went, he needed a raincoat. And it was somewhere where this glowing moss grows. Any ideas where that might be, Sarge? Negative, comrade! I hate to say my intel's a little thin on this one. I've been occupied with my siege defense strategy ever since we moved to the village. Well, son, it seems we have no other choice. We'll have to ask the locals if they know of a place like that. Alright. To Khura'in village. Again. Oh, boy, there's politician, signs now. Lovely. Ugh. Feels like somebody's watching me, and it's really creeping me out. Oh, it's just politicians' campaign posters. When did you put these up? Also, I see an easel back there. Was that always back there? Whatever, I got more important things to be paying attention to. Well, gray weather really lifts the spirits. I know, after our little treasure hunt, what do you say we go hunting, son? Hunting? We used to do that a lot, didn't we? Just look at that mountain. I bet there are some feisty wild boars up there. I think I'll pass, but thanks. Oh, so hunting's a no-go. Well, I guess that wild boar stew will have to wait then. Apollo, something seems different from the last time we were here. Besides the campaign signs? You mean the posters? No, not those. What's he talking about? Guess I should take a look around myself. Yeah, okay, so the easel is different. What do we have here? Looks like an unfinished picture, like something a little kid might paint. You're right, but I can't quite tell what it's of. Looks like the rain jacket. Is it somebody seeing the guy in the rain jacket? I think it's supposed to be nighttime, but what's that thing on the left? A monster or some kind of alien, perhaps? In any case, it's a pretty poor excuse for a drawing. Well, what did you expect from a little kid? A little kid? Oh, Pearls! Huh? Oh, it's you, Pearl. Why, Mr. Apollo, is that you? What a pleasant surprise. It's been quite some time. How have you been? Fine, thanks. You're looking good too, Pearl. Aren't you going to introduce me, son? Of course, this is Pearl Fay. She's a spirit medium here in Khura'in village. Pearl, this is Dirk, my, client. Hello, sir. Pleased to meet you. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Nice to meet you, too. And what a polite little girl you are. Actually, I'm a high schooler. Whoops, sorry about that. So, you're a spirit medium. Does that mean you can channel spirits then? Yes, I'm still in training, though. But I'm well versed in the art of spirit channeling. That looks like a Maya-ism. Did Pearl used to do that? I think she had that, like, happy little jump that she did, but I don't think she did this. I don't remember. It looks like something that Maya did. Well, now, isn't that something? I mean, back in my country, our little princess hasn't channeled a single spirit yet. Pretty impressive, young lady. Oh, but compared to Mystic Maya, there is so much more I must learn. Mystic Maya? Oh, right, Maya Fey, Mr. Wright's former courtroom assistant. He told me all about her. She's a spirit medium too, if memory serves. Yes, she's an amazing medium, and soon she'll be the next head of the Fey clan too. Mediums and spirit channeling. I've heard all about it from Mr. Wright. He said that mediums will even physically become the person they're channeling. I wonder if even little Pearl would turn into a hulking giant if she had to channel one. I hope you don't mind me asking, but what brings you all the way out here, Mr. Apollo? Oh, it's just a small matter to take care of. Wait, would it happen to be the matter of Mr. Edgeworth is looking into? Mr. Edgeworth? Are we just bringing everybody into this? Prosecutor Edgeworth? What's he doing here? Oh, so it's a different matter then. Because I just saw him a moment ago. He appeared to be searching for something. Oh. Is everybody after the orb? Everybody is after the orb. Mr. Edgeworth is a friend of Mr. Wright's and the district's chief prosecutor. Why would he be here in Khura'in? Well, no point obsessing over it. No point obsessing over it. The sentence ended sooner than I thought it would. Come to think of it, you live here in Khura'in Village, don't you, Pearl? Yes, I was born and raised here. It's perfect, Apollo. Let's ask the young lady if she knows where the doctor might have gone to last night. I was thinking the exact same thing. Maybe we should show her what we found in the doctor's study. Should we talk to her first? I feel like we should talk to her. We'll have a conversation first. What a peaceful place. Nothing beats mountain air. Many of the villagers have left for the city, but I just love it here. Blue skies, lush forests, star-filled skies at night, and fireflies in the summer. Plus, the big, beautiful blue ocean is just beyond that mountain. The ocean? Wait, say we go for a swim, son? Oh, I think I'll pass. Besides, I can't swim. Pearl, Khura'in Village is like the home of spirit mediums, right? Yes, and I'm part of the long line of mediums. Never seen a channeling before, but is it possible to channel the spirit of anyone who's passed away? Of anyone who's passed away? No, not just anyone. You must know their face and true name. Really? You can channel a spirit just by knowing their face and name? That's an amazing ability. Oh, she's super serious. It is, but it can only be learned by those with the gift of occurring in certain bloodlines. And years of intense training. At present, Mystic Maya and I are the only ones in our village who can channel spirits. Looks like spirit mediums are highly valued here, much like they are back in Khura'in. I heard there used to be many more of us a long time ago, but now we're in very short supply. Most of the women nowadays don't want to stay. They want the thrill of the big city. Yeah, well, you guys aren't exactly close to any shopping malls or nightclubs out here. But what about you? Are you not interested in things like that? Who, me? Well, I wouldn't mind a new outfit or two. And, well, oh, never mind. It's okay, Pearl. You are at that age, after all. Oh, we met this weirdo earlier named Politician. You know anything about him? Yes, he's been campaigning a lot around here lately, and the noise he's been making has become quite a problem. People are especially upset that he's campaigning at all hours of the night and day. Well, the local police should arrest him for disturbing the peace. Unfortunately, there's little they can do because the Attian family is so powerful. Well, isn't he the proverbial pampered provincial prince? Blech. He seems pretty intent on winning here in Khura'in. Is there some special reason why? I'm not sure, but I have an idea. The spirit mediums of Khura'in once held considerable sway in the political world. Judging by his slogan, maybe that's what he's after. Great, so he's just another politician seeking powerful connections. The ability to commune with the dead gives comfort to those anxious about the future. Tiny Khura'in has preserved its independence by the Queen's power of spirit channeling. We must play a similar role in this village. Yes, even today many here revere those revere those with spirit medium blood flowing in their veins. So basically, as politician's benefactor goes, so goes the whole village. Who is this benefactor? Who could hold this much sway over Khura'in village? Yeah, if her and Maya are the only spirit channelers too, like if that's a big important thing. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. Pearl, do you have any idea where this moss might grow? That looks like Mitama moss. Mitama? How did I pronounce that word before with the H? Mitama? It grows on Mount Mitama and gives off a soft glow in the dark. Mount Mitama. See that mountain over there? That's Mount Mitama. And how would one get there? You can take a bus from that bus stop over there. May I ask why you are so interested in that moss? Well, Dr. Buff was supposed to give us something, but it seems he hid it somewhere last night. He did? Maybe that's why he, Pearl, do you know something that might help us? Well, sounds like I better find out what she knows. Pearl, do you have any idea where Dr. Buff might have gone last night? Well... about that. All I know is Dr. Buff was somewhere on the Mount Mitama. Oh, that scared me. I think you know more than that, Pearly. My bracelet is reacting, which means Pearl is hiding something from me. You can't hide anything from me any more than you can hide from Mr. Right, or Mr. Nick, as I guess you call him. Yeah, that's definitely not all she knows. Oh, it was that. It was her thumb. So he wasn't somewhere on Mount Mitama? Wait. Is there like a blue thing under her thumb? Do you see that? Is that just a... That's not a glitch in the screen. It's actually there.
Gotcha!
What are you rubbing there? Is it paint? Pearl, you seem anxious around the topic of Mount Mitama. I could tell because you rubbed your thumb over a splotch of dried paint as you said it. It is paint. Well... The nighttime painting is yours, isn't it? This is so embarrassing. As you saw, I'm not a very good artist. But that picture has nothing to do with Dr. Buff. I'm not so sure about that. In fact, I'm going to guess that while you were out here painting last night, you actually saw the good doctor heading out towards Mount Mitama from the bus stop. No, I didn't see anything like that, I swear. No, I'm positive you saw the doctor. After all, he's right here in your picture. He's the alien monster guy. You think that's the doctor? I may not be a very good artist, but at least I know how to draw a person. Okay, if this isn't a person, then what is it? That's a rain spirit. And what's a rain spirit doing at a bus stop? Oh, rain spirits have places to go too. This is getting ridiculous. Sorry, Pearl, but you're not a very good liar. That is Dr. Buff, and this piece of evidence proves it. I was wondering whether I should show her this. I guess I'm showing it to her now. This is the raincoat we found in the doctor's study. It's still wet and muddy, so we know it's somewhere that someone wore it last night. Now, see how this pattern is the same as the rain spirit in your picture? Ah! You didn't see a rain spirit last night. You saw Dr. Buff wearing this raincoat. Ah! I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to lie, but... So what's the problem, Pearl? Why won't you tell? I'm sorry I didn't tell you before, Mr. Apollo, but I did see the doctor last night. It's alright, just please tell me everything you know. Of course. I was painting out here last night when the doctor came up to the bus stop. He was wearing a raincoat even though it wasn't raining, and a helmet with a light on it. Sounds like he was well prepared for something. I know, that's why I asked him if he was going off exploring again. He looked startled, like he hadn't noticed me there. And then he suddenly said, "Please don't tell anyone you saw me here." Why would he want to silence you like that? Something must have happened to spook him. He didn't want anyone to know where he was going to hide the orb. But where could he have been going just like that? My best guess is a cave somewhere on Mount Matama. I heard there's a cave there where mediums of the Khura'in tradition went to train long ago. Legend has it there are some sort of mystical ruins in there. Mystical ruins? Sounds like the exact sort of place an archaeologist might go. Well, we should get going now, but thanks for all your help, Pearl. You're welcome, Mr. Apollo. Please take care. What do you say we go find that cave, son? I sense the orb might finally be within our grasp. This treasure hunt is shaping up to be the real deal. Really gets the blood pumping, doesn't it? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. I was thinking about how Pearl bonded with Larry in the last case of the game, and how Larry was an artist. And I'm like, I wonder if that's why she wanted to do to draw and stuff, because she bonded with the painter. It's a little like, because he was the disciple of Elise Stonem or whatever, who was the artist, and then now she was like his disciple or something. I don't know. Phew. I'm all out of breath. Oh, this is a nice little shot with the walking stick. I love how Dirk's just like resting his hand there. Is it broken? Like, what's happening with his arm? Oh, come on, that was nothing. You're so much younger than me. I don't normally get this much exercise. Need a break? No, I'm fine. Whew. Dirk, look! There's Matamba moss growing in that cave over there. This must be where the doctor was last night. Let's take a look inside. I can't see a thing. Relax. Your eyes will adjust eventually. Now follow me. I really think we need a flashlight, Dirk. Should have brought one along then, son. You're gonna fall on your face. Who's that saying that? Who just said, "Here, use mine"? Wait, thanks. Wait, were you holding out on me? Who are you talking to, Apollo? You? Whoa, someone just pushed me. Apollo? What the? Apollo! Really should have brought a flashlight. Ow! Are you alright, son? Yeah. Looks like someone got the drop on us. Quite literally. But who? I mean, we could have died from that fall. I don't know. But I don't think we'll be getting out the way we came in. Looks like we're in a pretty deep cave. Nothing to do but press on, son. How can you even see in here? Come on, let's go. Hey, wait! One false step and we're dead. What in the world should we do? Oh, what's with the illusion of choice here? Okay, I'm gonna put myself in Apollo's mind. Apollo would not want to climb back up. He would not want to go forward because he doesn't want to do a false step. Let's wait. You know, they always say that when you're lost, you should wait. Wait in the same place. How about we wait for help to come? And how are we to call for said help? With my phone, obviously. I'll just... of course we're in a dead zone. Can you use the screen as a flashlight? Guess that's that. It's great. What in the world should we do? I guess we gotta go forward. I guess we keep going. There must have been some path for Dr. Buff to follow when he came to hide the orb. Right. By the way, looks like our attacker left us with a useful parting gift. Oh, the flashlight? From lawyer to spelunker. How do I always get myself into these situations? We're never going to make it out alive, I hope you know. Don't tell me you're scared, son. We're just getting started. Greatest treasures are only ever found at the point of a blade, or the edge of a cliff. Yeah, sure. If I'd known I'd wind up at the bottom of some dark, damp cave, I would have never taken your request, Dirk. Save your breath, Apollo. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, ahead of the other. There'd really better be a way out of here. We'll find one before you know it. You'll see. Apollo's being all Debbie Downer over here. He's not so fine anymore. I love these still shots. They're great. We've been walking for over an hour. It's like a maze in here. I couldn't get back to where we started if I wanted to. Yeah, this cave goes deeper than I thought. Wait, don't tell me there really is no way out. Where there's a will, there's a way. Ever the optimist, aren't you? Maybe we should cut our losses while we still can. Put your foot down about what? He just said that he couldn't turn back if he wanted to. What is he putting his foot down about? Let's find out. I'm not taking another step, Dirk. Come on now. Be reasonable. No! I'm done. And that's final. I remember when you used to throw tantrums like this. Well, I'm not a child anymore. There. It's okay. Daddy will buy you anything you want once we get home, son. I better quit while I still have some manhood left to salvage. But it doesn't seem like Dirk's about to quit anytime soon. Even still. Maybe we should cut our losses while we still can. Alright, forge on ahead. Even if we were turned back, we wouldn't make it up that wall of solid rock. So I guess we keep going. How did I get stuck wandering around in a dark cave again? It's definitely not in my job description. Listen, son. Only the truly accomplished have the luxury of being so choosy. When I was just starting out, I did everything from street performing to yak milking. And that helped you become an accomplished attorney. How? It didn't. But when you need to earn a living, you'll take on any job just to survive. Say, how is your career going, by the way? Well, it's been a harrowing adventure so far, to say the least. My first trial really put me through the ringer. And my next case had me investigating a pair of stolen panties. Oh, he's doing a little, like, trip down memory lane here. Little flashbacks. And just when I was hitting my stride, this one prosecutor branded me as hair forehead. Oh, and there's this other ridiculous prosecutor who wields a samurai sword. Sounds like you've, seen quite a bit. You're telling me. Listen, Apollo. I'm sorry I didn't contact you for so long. It's fine, Dirk. What happened, happened. Careful, the ground doesn't feel as solid here. What? Yikes! The cave floor is collapsing! Not again! Oh, water. Okay. Wow, Apollo's really facing his fear of falling and heights and stuff. Hey, Apollo, can you hear me? Dirk? Oh, are we in a background area? What I meant by that was like, oh, we actually have a background and we're gonna see things and not just the still shots. Where are we? Ooh. Whoa, what is this place? Is that where we fell from? I was shocked too. These ruins look really old. It's not exactly something you expect to find in the middle of a cave system, that's for sure. Maybe the doctor hid the orb around here? I mean, those look like footprints over there. They do. Thought it was ours. Also, there's something there. Son, I think our little adventure is about to pay dividends. Time to find that orb. Look at him so happy. What is this? What's going on here? What's a plastic bottle doing here? There's seaweed stuck to it, which means it probably came from the ocean. It's possible this cavern is connected to the sea somehow. Well, she did say, or Pearl said that there was sea on the other side of the mountain. These have got to be the doctor's footprints. They match the bottoms of the boots we saw in his study. So he made it all the way down here. The water's washed most of them away, but his footprints are everywhere. Really? Because these are the only set I see. Must have been looking for something. Ah, those prints. They're coming out of that lake. Hey, you're right. That would mean Dr. Buff came walking out of the water. Okay, I want to see what this is. This box looks pretty new. I'm guessing the doctor's the one who brought it down here? It's no good. It's locked tight. There's no way to open it? Doesn't look like it. There isn't even a keyhole. Which means there must be some trick to opening it. We'll have to figure it out if we want to see what's inside. But it's not going to give it to me to try. It's a big stone altar. One false move and some god might come and smite us. Oh, come on. It's not all doom and gloom. I dare you to look at our surroundings and say that again, Dirk. Ha 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 ha! You have got me there, son. Dear gods, please smite me now. So that's the hole we fell through. Doesn't look like we'll be going back that way. We're lucky we survived the fall from way up there. Well, I guess we landed in the water. Indeed, if that hole hadn't been above the lake, we'd be history. We passed out the moment you hit the water. Yeah, well, water's not really my thing. This cavern is solid rock all around. Looks like we either go back through that hole, or find some other way out. Why am I always between a rock and a hard place? Apollo is very, very pessimistic. I thought he was more cheerful. He's definitely goofy. I think he's just having a rough go right now. Seeing his foster father that he hasn't seen in a decade. This lake looks really deep. I can't even see the bottom. A bottomless lake in the depths of the mountain cave system. My blood runs cold at the thought of falling in there. Water. Salty. This lake may very well lead to the ocean. Didn't Pearl mention something about an ocean? Like how it's on the other side of the mountain? Can't imagine she meant it literally. Let's sum up what we know so far. The orb is almost definitely inside this box contraption that we can't open. As for this cave, there doesn't seem to be any way out. We're this close to the orb. Oh, come on now, son. Don't be like that. It's just a bit of bad luck, that's all. A bit? Murphy called. He wants his law back. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Ha 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 ha. How can you laugh at a time like this? We're stuck here now, so we might as well try to open this thing. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. Alright, puzzle time, let's do it! Alright, what do we know about the poem thing, too? There's a big button here. Okay. Nothing happened. Okay. This thing is covered with pictures. And hey, each section also rotates. Okay, we need to put the pictures in order. Take a look at this, son. See the picture of a dragon battling a tiger? Yep, that's the lyrics. And this green and purple one, it's of Khura'in's butterfly to Mitama. I wonder if they're clues for figuring out how to open this box. Yes, they are. So can we spin it? Appears this box uses a picture-based combination lock. We'll have to arrange the pictures on each side in the correct sequence. Let's see, there's a dragon and tiger fight, Khura'in's butterfly with the Mitama, and a number of other pictures, too. Dirk, I was thinking, maybe we should check the evidence we've collected so far. I think we have something that just might help us open it. You read my mind, son. I think this will help us open the puzzle box. Research notes!
Take that!
Dr. Buff's research notes mentioned the Song of Ceremony. Maybe his lyrics and the pictures on the box correspond somehow. I think you're onto something, son. Okay, let's give it a shot. Each dial has 6 pictures, and there are 4 dials in all. The box should open once the pictures are arranged in the right order. Funky puzzle box, here comes justice. Okay. When dragon and tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. So dragon and tiger, butterfly, Mitama. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. So prayers and fire. Sending upon us all her glory, the founder bestows the greatest power down. Okay, so let's... That looks like prayers. Oh! Some of them are going to be like this is prayers to the Holy Mother. Okay. I need to get one where the dragon is fighting the tiger. Okay, good. Confirm. Well, I need to keep going. I know they're not in the right order. I wanted to keep going. Okay, alright. I'm sorry. I didn't know I had to, like, move. Okay, there we go. Alright. Also, I can move it like this. Alright, the Mitama. Butterfly embraces Mitama. Got it. Okay. Offer your prayers to the Holy Mother. Got it. She will bestow power. She will bestow power. She's bestowing power. Right? Okay. There you go. It's the orb! We found it! It opened. So this is the Founder's Orb. We did it, son! The orb is finally ours. Victorious music! At last, the Founder's Orb is ours. Let me take a look at that. Oops, it's right there on the first page. Nice. Very pretty. And it's all thanks to you, son. Well done. And again, I expect nothing less from my boy. Oh, well. It's no big deal. Don't sell yourself short. You may think it's nothing, but your insights and reasoning led us here. And I'd say that's truly impressive. I don't know about that. All those battles you fought in the courtroom have shaped you into the man you are today. And I couldn't be prouder. Will you cut it out already? Before I turn into a sun-ripened tomato? With this orb, I can finally deliver a fatal blow to the Khura'in regime. Ha! So how exactly do you plan on using it? You're not going to try to become a spirit medium, are you? Don't be ridiculous. I don't need supernatural powers like that. So then are you going to use it as a bargaining chip with Queen Khura'in? Like demanding she abolishes the Defense Culpability Act? Well, the thought had crossed my mind, but the main thing is returning this to the Kingdom of Khura'in. After all, as a sacred relic of Khura'inism, that's where it belongs. Really? That's all you wanted to do? Because my true objective has always been to find out who asked Dr. Buff to study it and why. I'm not sure I follow. It got really quiet all of a sudden. The official story is that the orb was stolen from the Temple treasure room. Yeah, I heard about that one on the news. They also said your group was behind the theft. That's no good. We're probably on an international most wanted list now. Let me ask you something, Apollo. Who do you think really stole the orb? I really haven't a clue. Well, I think it was one of the royals. Really? Someone from the royal family? Yeah, I've got a pretty good idea which one it was. He knows who it is. Care to share your hunch? All I'll say at this point is this. Security is pretty tight, but the royals have unfettered access to the treasure room. Plus, they seem to be turning a blind eye to the orb's loss. But why would a member of the royal family do that? That, I haven't figured out yet. But whatever the reason, it can't be good. I mean, a Khura'inist royal stealing a national treasure of such religious significance, and then pinning the crime on us, the Defiant Dragons? Sounds like a conspiracy or something. I agree. And if the truth were to come to light, it would be a scandal of epic proportions. To allow a foreign national to study a treasure so sacred that it's off limits to the public, it would be seen as another sacrilege to those who truly revere the Holy Mother. So if this were to go public, support for the Khura'in regime would weaken. But that's not all. This is just a hunch, but I believe there's something even bigger here. Something that would explain why the orb was being studied in the first place. Something that would shake the Kingdom Khura'in to its very core. And I'm going to find out what. He's probably right. His intuition is usually spot on. Dirk, why are you so bent on revolution anyway? Is it to reform the legal system in Khura'in? There's that. But I'm also doing this for my children. I want to save Nayuta. What do you mean? It's for your ears only. It's the other reason why this revolution needs to succeed. Nayuta, I never thought that our reunion would take place in a courtroom. Oh, so you've run into each other already. Yeah, but it was like he was a different person. He used to be such a kind, cheerful kid, always smiling and stuff, but now... He tried to convict Trucy for a crime she didn't even commit. Plus, he kept telling me I had to putrid mind and to let it go and move on. Has it really gotten that bad? Must be Khura'in's influence. He wasn't like that when we first stepped into the courtroom. Back then, he still had a keen sense of justice. He vowed to bring the Khura'in regime down and reform the legal system. That's what he swore to do, but that was also 5 years ago. He'd been the shining star of the Defiant Dragons and our greatest hope. 5 years ago? Is that what he said? What happened in 5 years? Wait, Nayuta was a dragon? Was. But these days he's more like Khura'in's lapdog. Talk about a complete about-face. Why would he do that? Something must have happened to him. Something that sparked a radical change. Still, I don't think he truly believes in the new path he's taken. It's not conviction that fills his heart. It's resignation and despair. Interesting. I see. The only thing I know for sure is Nayuta is suffering, and he is suffering in silence. Nayuta is suffering. Yes, he knows the rightful state of Khura'in's legal system. Something forces him to bend to Khura'in's role. It's tearing him apart. But it's been 5 years. Do you really think he even still wants to reform the legal system? As long as he carries what I've taught him in his heart, I do. A dragon never yields. That's what you always told us. That I did. It's a belief I held since back when I was a lawyer. A dragon stands at the pinnacle of the natural world. Nothing and no one can bend its will. That's why we lawyers must pursue the truth like an unyielding Oh, sorry, that's Apollo. That's why we lawyers must pursue the truth like an unyielding dragon, right? We must fight for truth to the bitter end, no matter what it takes. Dirk and Mr. Wright, they have that much in common. That's why I've held on to this badge, even though there are no more lawyers in Khura'in. I believe that one day, our legal system will return to its former glory. And this badge here is a testament to that belief. I wonder if Nayuta still believes in what you taught us. He does, that much I'm sure of.
A dragon never yields.
So much more epic and deep than I can do his voice. I know that belief is etched deep in his heart. I'd bet my life on it. After all, he is my flesh and blood. This unshakable faith and confidence. It's what draws people to him, whether they like it or not. Even people like me. You know, I remember back when we were kids, Nayuta used to say with great pride, I have the blood of the dragon within me. Yes, and that's why I want to free him. Free him from the poisonous clutches of the Khura'in regime. So, that's your other reason for starting a revolution. Yes, I need to smack some sense into that boy of mine. I mean, what else are fathers for? I wouldn't know. Now that we have the orb, on to the next problem. Getting out of here. Well, we're not going back the way we came, that's for sure. We're gonna have to swim, aren't we? Didn't Apollo say he couldn't swim? That hole we fell through is way too high to climb back up to. Actually, I have an idea. The lake water tastes salty, which means it must connect to the ocean. Wait a second. You're not suggesting we swim our way out of here. That's exactly what I'm suggesting. But we have no idea how deep that lake goes. It's pitch black down there. Not a problem. How is that not a problem? I mean, how do you even know if there's really a passage to the ocean? Well, one of us has to try, and I'm the better swimmer. Time's a-wasting. I'll be back before you know it, son. Dirk! He's gone. Sure hope he knows what he's doing. Guess I'll just sit here and twiddle my thumbs. It's been 20 minutes. I hope he's okay. Is that an earthquake? What's going on? Uh-oh. The water! It's rising and fast! Ah! Need air. Ah! I don't know how to swim. If I don't grab onto something that floats. This is bad. I better think of something. Quick. Grab onto the log over here. This thing. Here. It's classic, right? Grab onto that. I've got it. As long as I hold on to this, I should be able to stay afloat. Okay. Now let's go onto the rock, maybe. This is not good. The water's almost up to the top of the altar. Oh, altar, right, sorry. Won't be long before it reaches the roof of the cave. What about the bottle? Am I looking at the bottle? Hey, maybe I can use this like an oxygen tank. Oh, wait, what am I thinking? What are you thinking? I need to stay calm and be more rational about this. Okay. Maybe I can reach the top. Can I reach the top? It's no use. The hole's still too high up. I'll have to find another way. Quick. Before I drown. Puzzle box is still at the base of the altar. Must have been designed to stay put even at the high tide. Wait, that's it! Dr. Buff must have gotten in here from some ocean-side entrance at low tide. That's why his footprints were leading out of the lake. So it really does connect to the ocean. Not that that helps. I drowned before I made it out. The water won't stop rising! Ah, I'm getting swept away! Ah! Please stop! Oh, I can go through I can definitely go through the hole now. Go, 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 go. Climb, climb. The water's just high enough for me to reach the hole. I'm saved! All I have to do is go back the way we came. The water might even lift me all the way back up, over that wall of rock. Here goes. Huh? The hole, it's full of rubble. The tunnel collapsing above must have filled it in after we fell through it. This can't be happening! Is he trying to punch it? No, I can't get up now. I refuse to die here. The water, I can't... I can't breathe. Is this the end? Because of course there always has to be some death-defying thing in the third of the trilogy. Dirk. Wonder if he made it out. So this is what it feels like to drown. I would have eaten that sushi if I'd known it would be my last meal. I feel like I've been through this before. And now I remember. It was back when all three of us were living in that shack in the mountains. Nayuda and I were playing by the riverside when we got swept up in the rapids. Ah! Ah! I thought we were goners, but then... Nayuda! Apollo! Hold on, I'm coming. That was a close one. Thought I'd lost you two. I'm sorry, Dirk. Alright, that's enough now. Didn't I teach you that boys don't cry? Thank you, Father. You could have been killed, but you risked your life to save us? Why? What a silly question. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Nayuda, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me. Understand? Hey, Dirk. This isn't forever, right? You'll bring me back from America someday, right? Of course. I'll come pick you up as soon as things settle down here. Promise. Okay, you promised. Dirk, I waited and waited for the day you'd come and take me home. But you never came. That's why I tried to forget about you and my life back in Khura'in. Dirk, why didn't you? Apollo, can you hear me? Dirk? Still can't swim, eh? You came back? Oh, hi. I said I'd come back for you, didn't I? Yeah, but you can't hold me and swim. We're both going to... Stop talking. Go bite your tongue. What? Whoa, whoa! We're being pulled under. What's going on? Why is this happening? Ugh. Where? Ah, you finally came to, son. Get your fill of seawater? Good thing your name's not Neptune, eh? Dirk? You're telling me! Check it out! Snot's coming out of his nose. What a miraculous escape! Not even some of the escape artist greats could pull that off. What on earth had happened? Sorry it took me so long, son. I made it to the ocean, but I figured you still couldn't swim. So I found a local fisherman and had him take us out near the undersea cavern. Tied a rope to me and I came and grabbed you. Then he yanked me back. Oh, so that's what pulled us under with such force. Don't forget about me. I assisted in your escape act too, Polly. I've helped compatriots escape from all sorts of places. Mountain jails, island prisons, but an undersea cavern. Now that was a first. Dirk, he risked his life for me. Dirk, I'm only alive because of you. Thank you. Oh, you are welcome. I, just did what any father would do for his son. Saved my life yet again. I guess seawater doesn't make for much of a meal. It's because Polly didn't have any sushi. Oh yeah, I haven't eaten anything since this morning. Oh, that's right. Hey, AJ! Dirk had me buy this for you. Thought you might be hungry. Ready to have some this time around? Yeah, thanks. Oh, nom, 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 nom. Oh, wow, this is delicious. Ha 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 ha. Glad you approve. I better get some before you eat them all. No, 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 no. Just like old times. Dirk used to slice up the fish he caught, and we'd all eat fresh sashimi together. Wow. He used to talk about all the vitamins and minerals packed in the raw fish. Oh, no, no, no. Hey, by the way, let me see with that orb, AJ. Here you go. Whoa, so that's what it looks like. You found the legendary treasure? Nice work, Polly. Thanks. Guess you could say mission accomplished. With the orb, our revolution can take a big step forward. Let's celebrate the eve of our revolution. We'll get all dressed up and feast till dawn. Yeah! Now you're talking. Time to party. After all that, I just want to go to bed. Sure wish Nayuta was here. Maybe one day we'll enjoy times like these together again. The revolution. If it can bring back those happy days, you can sign me up for... Sorry to interrupt your little party, but I'm here for my crystal. Oh, it's the guy, sorry. Sorry to interrupt your little party, but I'm here for my crystal. Hello. Ah, it's him again. Well done! Then again, I always knew you could do it. After all, we politicians must be excellent judges of character. I bet he's the one that pushed us. Still, I'm impressed you both made it out of there alive. He definitely pushed us. Wait a second. You're the one who shoved us into that pit? Sounds so bad when you say it like that. All I did was give you a little nudge in the right direction. So, it was you. Jerk? What's... Oh! You no good son of... Good gracious, man! I don't blame you! Yikes! Don't look at me like that! The crystal of Amy Faye is mine. Now hand it over! Over my dead body! Detective, help! Emma? Why are you with this fool? Yeah, I know. Emma? What's going on here? He filed a police report. He claims you're trying to steal his family heirloom. That's him! The one with the long hair. Arrest him this instant. He's a thief that made off with the Attician's family's most precious heirloom. Well, I suppose I should ask you to come in for questioning. Down at the police station. I think I'll pass. He's going to take off. After all, Mr. Attician seems bent on having me arrested on theft charges. This is not good. We have that letter, though. If Dirk gets arrested, he'll be sent back to Khura'in to face execution. Sorry, but now that I know you have the crystal, or orb, as you call it, I must insist. Will you please come with me, sir?
Hold it!
Emma, I'm afraid I can't let you take Dirk in. He received the orb from Dr. Buff in a perfectly legal transaction. Is that so? Can you prove it? Of course. I don't think it's going to be sufficient, though. Because it says, if I find the orb, so it's like... Oh, no. That's not the problem. Oh, shoot. He came to harm. Oh, no. Politician is gonna get the orb. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can already see it. I can see the twist coming. It's so painful. Okay, take a look at this agreement. What do we have here? Let's see. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Appears to be a perfectly legal agreement. Not so fast. That's not the Founder's Orb. It's the Crystal of Amy Faye, which means their agreement is null and void. Okay, that's what was my first concern. Was that if he denied that it was the orb, but I don't know, I think that it's... this is going nowhere fast. You could say that again. I have a feeling that's Phoenix. Then I'll just have to go to trial. Right, Apollo? Mr. Wright? Daddy! What's with you two? You look like you just saw a ghost. Oh, yeah. Emma mentioned she had seen him around. What are you doing in Khura'in Village, Mr. Wright? Mr. Attician has retained me as his lawyer. What? No. Wait, you're his lawyer? Why are you siding with that creep? He's got his sneaky face on. Mr. Wright, why are you serving as Mr. Attician's lawyer? Because he hired me. He needed my help in getting a family heirloom back from Dr. Buff. And it seems he correctly foresaw that something like this might happen. It's because those shifty insurgents were harassing poor Dr. Buff. So I knew I might need a lawyer if things went south. I figured with a celebrated lawyer like Phoenix Wright's, I couldn't go wrong. Is this what you came back from Khura'in for, Mr. Wright? It was just good timing. My work over there just happened to wrap up, so here I am. Plus, Mr. Attician is a very important client. They know each other? I've never heard of Mr. Wright mention his name before. Mr. Wright, are you sure this is Mr. Otishan's family heirloom? That's my client's assertion. He says it's the crystal of Amy Faye. Apparently, it's the crystal she once used when channeling spirits. Who's Amy Faye? She brought Khura'in's channeling to Japan, and her descendants brought it here. Her true origins are still rather murky. But what's clear is she was the founder of the Khura'in channeling technique. Oh, so she's like the one they call the founder in Khura'in, the Holy Mother. Apollo, I don't plan to betray my client's confidence. I may not know all the facts yet, but I do know we won't be handing the crystal over to you. What? Are you saying... I'm really sorry it's come to this, but... Mr. Wright, I don't understand. Let me spell it out then. If you continue to claim that the crystal belongs to your client, I'm going to face Phoenix Wright in court. It is fully... the games have fully transferred over to Apollo because, I mean, we have to win, right? It feels kind of bad. It feels like just not right to win against Phoenix, though. Then I will be seeing you in court. What? What's going into you, Daddy? Nothing. This is strictly business. Two lawyers from the same firm facing off? What are the odds? Lucky for me, I believe I have the right man for the job. Whatever are you going to do? Remember, he is your boss. How did it come to this? Mr. Wright, please, don't do this. Apollo, there's no point in arguing about it here. When it's now clear, we're headed to court. That's where we'll find out who the crystal really belongs to. I don't believe it. Am I really going to face Mr. Wright in court? Daddy, Apollo, no! We can't have our agency's talent competing against each other! It's too late, Trucy. The die has been cast. We each have to fight for our client's best interests. But... So what's it going to be, Apollo? Are we going to have to take this to trial? I have to battle Mr. Wright in court? The legendary Phoenix Wright? No matter how many trials of his I've watched, no matter how dire the situation, he's always pulled out a win in the end. Can I do it? Can I really take on the man whose footsteps I've been following in? I owe it to Dirk to at least try. What should I do? Oh no! We have to battle Mr. Wright in court! I definitely don't... You'd think I'd remember this. I do not! At all! We have to keep it away from that politician. And I don't know what Wright's angle... Because, I mean, we know Phoenix. We know how he is, and we know he can be sly because of his whole, like, thing. In the first Apollo Justice game. He's got something up his sleeve. He has to. Right? Well, whether he does or not, we are battling him. There's no turning back now. If it's a trial you want, Mr. Wright, I'm more than happy to oblige. I'm ready to fight for my client, even if it means facing off against you. I want to see a still shot of this scene right here. Them just staring at each other like this. Or like the anime cutscene. The like fire goes between their eyes. Alright. I won't be pulling any punches either, Apollo. The kid gloves are officially off. May the best attorney win. You got it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. First Daddy, now you? not seriously. Sorry, Trucy. But I have to do this. Poor Trucy. Yeah, see, he's being all contemplative. Apollo. Alright then. I better go prepare for tomorrow. See you in court. Daddy, no! Wait! A fine mess I've gotten you into, son. I mean, of all the lawyers we could have faced, it had to be him. He's practically a celebrity in Khura'in now. They're calling him the Fighting Phoenix. I'll be fine. After all, I've come a long way too. Who knows, I could even end up winning. There's always a chance, right? You know, this may be a blessing in disguise. If the trial proves what we found is indeed the Founder's Orb, then whoever asked Dr. Buff to study it may be revealed too. This is our chance to finally pull them out of the shadows. The first step of your evolution, huh? Yes. The revolution to restore Khura'in to its former glory and save Nayuta's soul. Dirk, I swear to fight as hard as I can in court to make that a reality. We're going to win this one, you'll see. I know you can do it. Son. It doesn't matter that I'll be going up against Mr. Right. I have to win this for Dirk. And for Nayuta. His salvation, along with all of Khura'in, depends on it. Oh boy, I don't even know what to expect here. I mean, we have to win, right? The politician, first of all, is a jerk. And this whole thing about the Founder's Orb, like, this is our thing. That we have to figure out. Well, all that in time, I guess, in the next episode, or the next part. I call them episodes because it's the episodes that I upload, but, I mean, they call each of the cases episodes, so it's very confusing. I don't know what to expect. I'm a little nervous. I'm feeling Apollo's nerves here. It's going to be weird to see Phoenix on the other side. We've seen Miles on the defense side. It's going to be weird to see Phoenix on the... I mean, it's not really the prosecution side, but it's the opposing side, I guess. But, whew, boy. I wonder what we're going to uncover here and what's going to be happening. We got a lot of... in the meantime, we got a lot of backstory about Apollo. So, you know, that's fun. We know what happened to him. We see what... why he was so just not interested in what Dirk had to say, because he felt a little bit of an abandonment issue there. But looks like he's kind of back in the boat there. So we'll see how it all settles in court next time, and I will talk to you guys then.